Hello everyone, it's Diana here and welcome to Aspect Astrology's overview of the upcoming new moon in Virgo, which is going to be happening at 9:49 a.m. on September 7th in Australia and on September 6th in most of the Northern Hemisphere. Firstly, I would just quickly like to let you know that I've selected the first recipient of my mini chart reading giveaway. I'm really excited to be offering this, and I'm going to continue to make the offer of receiving a free mini reading available to any new subscribers throughout September. So if you haven't already, head to aspectastrology.com.au and subscribe to receive my newsletter and to be in the running to receive a free mini chart reading done via Zoom in September. Okay, I am delighted to say that given some of the crazy astro energy that's been at play over the last few weeks, this new moon is a really lovely, opportunistic, and healing new moon energy. And as usual, new moons are all about bringing in the new intentions, new directions, new goals, whatever you really would like it to be. And we look at the sign that it's in to give us the flavor of what the energy represents and how we can work with it. And we also look at the specific aspects that it might make with any other planet and examine how that may influence us as well. So with any new moon, we have both the sun and the moon in the same sign, which in this case is in the lovely earth sign of Virgo. So the sun and the moon meet up together in Virgo, and combined they are in harmony and enable us to integrate our inner and our outer worlds. Virgo is an earth sign, and here in the southern hemisphere we are forging into spring, seeing the new growth all around us and witnessing the beautiful cyclical expression of the seasons and of earth. And in true Virgo sense, we're seeing the order of nature. During this new moon, we can work with the essence of Virgo expression by really asking ourselves where in our lives we may need to be more discerning. So Virgo as an energy views the world and all around it through a critical eye. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it's being critical or it's criticism, it's discernment. Virgo sees what's wrong, how improvements can be made, and they're driven to go about improving it. And so this new moon is all about looking at the parts of our lives through a lens of Virgo discernment. So allowing us to assess what needs to be improved and how. So we can ask ourselves, are we being our best selves? And what does our best self look like? As an earth sign, Virgo is all about the practical realities of everyday life here on earth. Virgo rules our daily routines, our health regimes, our ability to sort, shuffle, rearrange, and organize our lives so that we can function in our everyday existence in the best possible way. So this is the time to fix the niggly things that we can no longer ignore. So we can really examine what needs to be adjusted. What new routines could we start that might make our everyday life function better? We can ask ourselves, are there parts of our lives that need reorganization? And if so, this is an excellent time to get out that Excel spreadsheet. Not that I would ever do that. Sort out your finances, clean out your cupboard, start a new routine or a new health routine or anything that will bring practical benefits to your everyday life. Now, Virgo is also the sign of being of service. Now, we need to be of service to ourselves before serving others. And there are many that I know who have a tendency to serve others to such an extent that they actually forget about helping themselves. So, as lovely as it is to serve others, we must know precisely why we are doing it. And we must ask ourselves first, how are we going to look after ourselves better? Because if we do, then we can look after others. If not, this can backfire and it can turn into resentment. And if it's not acknowledged or appreciated by others, it can become draining if we're using so much of that energy in serving other people. So use this new moon to assess how you are serving others and how you are serving yourself. By looking after yourself first, you can help others so much more practically and genuinely. It is an excellent time, though, to check in, though, with others, and especially for those of us still in lockdown, question, how can you be of service to those who may really need some help right now? That's a beautiful expression of Virgo new moon energy. So this new moon also sees a really positive aspect being made to it and the sun by the planet Uranus, which is in the sign of Taurus. So Uranus is also in retrograde motion. Now, in combination with this trine aspect, we can easily access information from the past that can bring forth the birthing of new ideas, new influences, and new ways to manage the systems and resources that we use in our everyday lives. We may be able to think outside of our usual constructs and confines, and we might be able to expand our minds enough to bring about entirely new ideas and new ways of doing things that we may not have thought of before. So you can use this new moon energy to ask for inspiration and ideas and insight in approaching a problem perhaps from the past that you may now be ready to rectify. So this timing can also help us gain new perspectives, perhaps on and about ideas that we may not have previously considered. Perhaps we can use it as a tool for self-discovery. Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, and during this full moon, Mercury will be in opposition to Chiron and is also on his way to becoming retrograde. We all know about that. That's where he appears backwards in the sky. Don't panic yet. Mercury won't go retrograde until about the 28th of September, but he is slowing down and getting ready for hibernation, so to speak. So we call this the pre-retrograde shadow period, where the things that will come up for review when he does go retrograde are being gathered and collated now. So on a personal level, this can actually help us slow down our minds a little bit and take stock, which is probably something we all need to do at this part of the year. Mercury is in the sign of Libra, so our minds are looking for balance, some peace and some harmony. But in opposition to Chiron and Aries, we're being asked to balance who we think we should be with who we really are, to find our inner truth and heal any parts of ourselves or any negative self-talk that could be wounding our sense of identity. So this new moon offers us an opportunity to evaluate and, to use the word again, discern whether you are thinking for and speaking your truth or thinking what others, like our parents, our peers, even social media, the media, suggest that you should think. So it's a great time to ask yourself, where is your thinking out of balance? Where is it potentially wounded, and how can you restore that balance? So if you need to make some significant decisions around this time, though, this new moon is probably not the best time. Chiron is kind of clouding Mercury, and Neptune is still making a bit of a wide opposition to the moon, leaving us with a little bit of a fog around our ability to be really, really clear. Now, that fog will lift, but it's still there, and it's kind of preventing us from seeing 100% clearly. So you'll be better placed to delay any major decision making until after September the 7th. I hope you're enjoying the weekly glimpses that I have started. If you are interested in having your own astrology explored, head to my website and either book in a reading or subscribe to my newsletter to be in the running to receive a free mini reading. The full moon is going to be happening in Pisces, coming up on September the 21st. I always find the Virgo Pisces moon polarity an incredible one, very powerful one, might have something to do with my Pisces rising. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that you guys are enjoying the monthly glimpses. I hope the month ahead is as good as it can be. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will see you next week for the next video. See ya.